5:30, we're boarding the train. Here we go.
All right, perfect. So you're in the 221 here, so you'll just up to the left there.
Okay guys, here we are. Found our seats. For anyone wondering how this journey can take like 4 or 5 days, let me give you a little lesson on Canada. We're actually going to be crossing 4 different time zones and over 4,000 kilometers from Vancouver all the way to Toronto and then to Montreal. 301, look at that. We're off just on time.
And there are...
Cheers to you guys too. Oh, look at this! First bridge of the trip as we leave the suburbs of Vancouver. This is pretty cool. Look above us too, you can see the bridge. Is that ever cool? You guys can see just how long this train is. That's the same train that we're on way back there. Yep. Okay guys, now that the train is a couple hours into the journey, I thought this would be a good time to give you a little tour of where we're staying. This is called the Sleeper Plus class, which means that during the day, what you're seeing here is 2 seats, and at night, it's actually going to become 2 beds. That big gray spaceship looking thing on top of us is going to be an upper bed. Down here is going to be a lower bed, and over here you can see there's washrooms, men's, women's. This is just the space between 2 different train cars. Give you a quick little look at the washroom. Whoa! Gotta be careful as you're going around some turns. Okay, you can see the other kind of sleeper class option they have, which is you have a little room. I'm passing some little rooms right now where some people might be staying. And here's a shower in front of me. Every car has its own shower. And once I make it through here, you can see a nice little hangout area where you got more plugs to charge your phone and laptop and stuff like that, as well as some nice big windows to see the view. It looks like the rain has just about stopped, which is good news for us tonight, as we make our way out of the suburbs of Vancouver. Yeah, we are about 3 hours into the journey and it just got good. The rugged mountains of British Columbia just... Wow, look down below.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Isn't that cool?
It is.
So guys, if you're wondering about meals, there's actually 2 different times for dinner. Dinner is breakfast, lunch, it's all included in the journey. And tonight we got to decide between 5:30 and 7:30. We tend to eat a little bit late, so we went for the 7:30. Well guys, we just finished our first dinner and we are looking at the fading light of the first day over the Fraser River in BC. So while we were eating, they switched the chairs into the bed mode. This is an idea of what it looks like. And it's really cool to have the window right beside you. If you're ever in this view rail situation, there's an upper berth, which is the top bunk, and a lower berth. I would ask for the lower berth if you get the choice, because then you have the window next to you. We were lucky because both lower berths were empty, so they gave us the 2 lower berths. Today was day 2, the day that we entered into the Rocky Mountains. And so I woke early so that I could see the first light hit the snow-capped mountain peaks. Good morning. I only slept about 5 hours last night, and that's not because the beds weren't good. Actually, I could have slept longer for sure, but I know that today we're entering into the Rocky Mountains, and I just couldn't wait to get up. And I'm also the first one in the panoramic glass compartment today, so it gives me a nice chance to show you around. Yeah, so when I went to bed last night, I could see maybe 1 or 2 snow-capped peaks, but this morning pretty much all the mountains are covered in snow, so we're definitely further into the Rockies. This is late May right now, so you can see that the mountains out here, well, they have snow all year round, so even if you're visiting in summer, don't worry, you're still gonna get views like this. But yeah, the snow that we do have is getting some nice, really nice light at the moment. Okay, we ordered 2 chef's omelets. Cheers, Nari. We're getting closer and closer to Jasper National Park, and the views just keep getting better. Look at this. You gotta be fast with your camera for this part, because there will be trees right up against the train, and then suddenly the trees will clear and you'll just get this panorama view of like these epic mountain peaks. But it also gives you a rush of excitement every time you see it.
This is better than Game of Thrones Season 8.
So right now, guys, we're just leaving Mount Robson Provincial Park, and we're about to enter into Jasper National Park. Basically, whenever you're in that green area, you know it's going to be pretty epic. I feel like I've said the word epic about 20 times during this video, but it really is the only word that comes to mind when you see those jagged, rocky peaks.
Also expected arrival into Jasper around 10:15, a little bit earlier. We're running about 45 minutes earlier on our schedule, which is a good thing today.
And just like that, here we are in Jasper, Alberta. So guys, Jasper is the first extended stop of the train trip. We have about 90-minute stop over here, which means we have about an hour to walk around, see what the town is like. Just look at those mountains right behind the main road. You know, sometimes you travel and you find some place that you just never want to leave. Jasper feels like one of those places. I don't think I could ever get tired of looking at those mountains. But it's time to go. According to a sign I saw, we still have 2,408 miles to go. So yeah, let's get back on that train and see some more of this country. You feel dizzy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the weirdest feeling right now. I'm feeling that too. After 20 hours being on the train, it goes back and forth. Now we're on the train and it's not moving at all. But I think my legs are expecting it to be moving, so yeah, walking, it just feels really weird right now. Shake your legs, shake your legs.
Oh my god, it looks even better.
I mean, come on, Canada, come on. It doesn't get much better than that, does it? Well, after not seeing any wildlife for the first little bit, we just saw a herd of mountain goats standing right next to the train. Right, just like 2 minutes after that, we saw a bald eagle that swooped right by the train, right over the tracks. These moments happen so quickly, you really got to keep your eyes open. Well guys, it's just about 10 p.m. here, and look how bright out it is. I mean, the sun's definitely gone down, but still, you got plenty of light in the sky. That's a nice Canadian summer night for you. We just pulled into Edmonton. This is the last stop of day 2. Nari and I had a pretty chill evening tonight. Nari, what building is this?
CN Tower in Toronto. You gotta know that building.
Anyway, we're playing this board game, and then we started talking with this retired guy from Vancouver Island. And yeah, he was just sharing all kinds of great stories, and you meet some interesting folks on a train like this too, that's the thing. It's not like when you're on an airplane and it's just everyone's sitting there with their headphones on, you know, sleeping and stuff. You're actually walking around, meeting people, interacting. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay, just stopped here in Melville, Saskatchewan. This is our last stop till Winnipeg. It is, I guess it's early afternoon. You change time zones so often, you get confused about what time it is, but gotta just check the sun like they did in the olden days. Looks like afternoon to me. Well, we're stopped here. I'm gonna give you guys a look at the front of the train. It's a little bit noisy up here, but it's pretty cool. You know, for a lot of people, the Rocky Mountains is the highlight of this, where you see these huge mountains everywhere you look. But the prairies you look at sort of differently. It makes you slow down, it makes you look differently, it makes you look deeper in a way. You know, I grew up in Winnipeg, I grew up in the heart of the prairies, and I don't know exactly how to describe it, but something about the flatlands that just makes you feel so tiny. It always just puts me in a very peaceful state of mind. And it's the contrast too, that's what makes a trip like this so special, you know? And if you had 5 days of mountains, after a while, you wouldn't want to see the mountains anymore, you know? If you had 5 days of prairies, you wouldn't want to see the prairies anymore. But when you're traveling across the country and you see the shifting landscapes, you see the big hills get smaller and then eventually disappear. And then the plains turn to forests, and the forests turn to lakes. You just see the country changing in front of your eyes as you're just sitting here looking out the window. It's traveling like nothing else. I mean, cows. Hey guys, what's up? Just doing a little phone update to let you know that we're into Manitoba, my home province. This is BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. This is province number 4 in 3 days. What a journey. Yeah, you might be thinking Manitoba looks a lot like Saskatchewan. And yeah, it kind of does, but you know, it's my home. It's special to me. I think we'll have about 2 hours here as we have a train layover and they clean the train and we have a little rest. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's nice. It's always a good feeling to be back. We spent the 90-minute stop in Winnipeg, enjoying our beers, updating friends and family about our big adventure, and looking forward to the days to come. It was hard to believe that in less than 2 days, it would all be over. Okay, amigos, welcome to day 4 and province number 5. We are now in Ontario. It's funny, I just asked Nari what she thought of Ontario so far, and she said, very wet. Today, she's definitely right. It's a rainy day outside. We're here in Hornpain, Ontario, and we are far out there, guys. This is a little train town. I think there's about 1 million trees for every person up here. You know you're in small town Canada when every single vehicle is a pickup truck. Well, there's one car, but you get the idea. Okay guys, good morning. It is now day 5. It has been a long journey. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to feel tired here, but it's also the feeling when you're climbing a mountain and you can see the summit. We can see Toronto. It's only a few hours away now. That will be the end of this, 4.5 day journey across Canada. We just have one more meal to go, and then from Toronto, we're gonna take a separate 5 or so hour train ride to Montreal. But that will be a piece of cake compared to what we've done here. This is the big one. This is the big adventure here. There's always sun after the clouds, and that's what we got today. Just beautiful, isn't it? It's really cool looking out this back window here. You just feel like you're soaring through the treetops, like you're a bird or something, I don't know. It's cool.
At first, yeah, of course I knew that it would be a very exciting trip. But at the same time, as I know it will be like 5 days train ride, no stopping.
Long time.
Yeah, long way to go. I thought, yeah, there might be some time I get bored. Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't boring at all.
It makes me wish more people our age could do this trip because, yeah, it's really a unique experience. And it's something I think anyone could enjoy,
Yeah.
We walked around downtown Toronto, feeling like explorers who had just returned to civilization. There's the CN Tower. Later that day, we would catch another train to our final destination, Montreal. But after over 4,000 kilometers and 4 time zone changes in 5 days, it was time for both of us to take a nice long nap. Hope you enjoyed the series. If you did, don't forget to leave a like or share it with a friend.